I have arrived. Oh, I gotta reduce. Yep, here we are. Oh, let me put myself in the corner. And here we are. Okay, I think we're doing it. I think it's getting done. And I think we're doing it. I think. I'm very sure. Hello, everybody, if there is anybody. We have had a few technical issues today. Nothing super major. I have a old TV that does not want to believe me when I say that there are things plugged in. But there are, I promise. And we're going to play them. So here we are. I believe we are good. Yeah. So, here we are. We have arrived. We're going to play some old games. We're going to play an old game that is near and dear to my heart. Oh, I gotta close the lid. It helps if you close the lid, because then the GameCube can read what you have. Can tell you what it is. I think we're happening. I think it's doing it. Am I good? Hello. I think is good. I think we're doing it. We're gonna play some Fire Emblem, and we're doing it. We're doing it. It's happening. This is real. This is not real life. This is yes, real life. I believe we're here. So that's that. Ooh. Okay, if I don't drop my controller, that helps too. Think we're good. Yep. Okay, it helps to have my phone going so I can look at things. But yeah, we're doing it. Playing the game. We're gonna play some Fire Emblem. It's happening, and it's happening. I'm gonna get on Twitter. I'm gonna yell at people to look at me because I like attention. There we go. We did it. Hello. Hey, Jojo. I think you are the first one here. Yeah. Had some weird technical stuff happening, but I think I fixed it all. Do you hear, like, GameCube vibe music coming through? Is everything cool? Think I fixed it all? Have yet to really ascertain it. Might be quiet. I'm gonna have to adjust some things. I really wish I was a more technically minded person. It's good for me. Okay, cool. Thank you. We're gonna kind of do some vibing and do some things. Yeah. Give me like 20 seconds. Okay. Cool. We are doing it. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so I have been wanting for a very long time an excuse to go back and play Fire Emblem, which is a game that I am very attached to. So I say Fire Emblem because this is the game that in America is just called Fire Emblem. In terms of the series of Fire Emblem games, it's like this. It's 7th. It is Fire Emblem 7. So let us watch this beautiful informatic that vaguely tells you about the backstory. Once, dragons and men coexisted. Here they are, you can see. They shared a peace, forged in wisdom, because you have to forge peace. And it has lasted many generations, because it was forged in wisdom. But that was all lost when the Fire Nation attacked. That ain't Fire Nation. Look at him, Fire Nation. Okay, so there's a bunch of dragon stuff that happened. By the way, so this is not the game with Roy in it. This is the game with Roy's dad in it. The game with Roy in it was actually Fire Emblem 6, the one before this one. So it's set in, like, the same universe. It kind of has the same, like, backstory. It's all, you know, man fight dragon, all that good stuff. And so that game focuses a lot more on this backstory. This game focuses more on other things that I don't want to give away. But the general trend of Fire Nation is it's very, like, JRPG in the way that, like, it starts out with, like, petty squabbles over land and bandits and stuff like that, and at the end you kill God. You know, it's very that. At least on some level. It varies from game to game, but, like, it's very that. So, anyway, so this is Fire Emblem 7. If I don't touch it for a while, you're just gonna see a bunch of fun animations. You're gonna see some guys that do some stabs. So yeah, so as I was saying, this is my very first Fire Emblem game, as was many Americans, because it was the first one in America. It's kind of simplified if you're used to, like, the older Fire Emblem games, like the ones right before this, or, like, the newer ones. So, like, a lot of things that are present aren't there, like, there aren't really, like, skills, there aren't really, there isn't, like, much of a home base between chapters, although that was kind of added in like, the later Fire Emblem ones, so, like, the one right after this game. You had, like, a world map you could walk around. You don't really have that in this game. You just have units and chapters. Yeah, there's probably some other stuff I can think of. So, like, all the, like, Divine Pulse stuff that got added in Three Houses is not a thing. There aren't, like, too many branching storylines. There are a couple, but they're usually just, like, individual chapters. Yeah, you kind of just play and you vibe and all that stuff. Now, I will give you a warning and say that the thing that we're doing today is basically a very long prologue, which is why, like, in Japan people don't like this game, but they, you know, they made it for American audiences. So we're gonna start out, here are going to eventually be our three lords, which are, like, your mainest characters, the ones you really don't want to die. But we gotta start out with Lyn. Lyn is the character that Americans love, Japanese people don't feel so great about. Because we're gonna play her, like, 10 chapter long prologue. But, you know, we gotta start somewhere, and so I know that some people watching are not super familiar with Fire Emblem, so, you know, we're gonna start out, with the starting point, you know? I think that makes sense to me. So, prologue, a girl from the plains. Enter information! Well, if I have to. Okay. So, one other, like, side thing. So, some Fire Emblem games, you have, like, a unit that's supposed to represent you, the player. So, like, Robin is that in Awakening. Byleth is kind of that later on. So sometimes that's, like, a unit that actually can fight. In this game, for whatever reason, that unit exists, but, like, isn't actually a playable unit. It's just a tactician. So, like, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter at all. So I might just leave the def. No, I'll change the name. Let's put me in here. Let's do it. You know, why not? Live a little. So gender does not matter at all. The sprite is the same either way. You never really see the tactician other than, like, a third of their name or a third of their face under a hood. Male and female only affects how, like, two characters talk to you, so I do not care. The birth month changes the little symbol next to your name, which is your affinity, and so it gives, like, the tiniest of boosts to units that also have that affinity, but it doesn't really matter. In Japan, you can also enter your blood type, and, like, the combination of your birth month and blood type decide your affinity. I don't know, you know, blood type is way more of a thing in Japan. We don't really care about it in the States, so they just got rid of that. So I'm just gonna put in October, because I was born in October. Yeah, there we go. These settings you want to use? Yeah, why not? Ooh. So it starts off real tutorial-y, but, you know, we won't stay there for too long. Are you awake? Barely. Lyn! I mean, girl. Girl found us unconscious on the plains. So that, like, little bit of the head of the sprite, like, that's all you see of the tactician. I am Lyn, of the Lurker tribe. You're safe now. Who are you? Do you remember your name? Your name is Gray. What an odd-sounding name. Well, fuck you, Len. But pay me no mind. It is a good name. Okay, thank you for, affirming me. I see by your attire that you are a traveler. What brings you to the Sakay Plains? Would you share your story with me? What was that noise? This is the assist trophy lady from Trash Bros. I'll go see what's happening. Gray, wait here for me. Oh, bad vibes. We found bad vibes. Oh no, bandits! They must have come down for the Burn Mountains. They must be planning on raiding the local villages. I have to stop them. If that's all of them, I think I can handle them on my own. You'll be safe in here, Gray. What? You want to help? Well, can you use a weapon? No. Ah, I see. So you're a strategist by trade. An odd profession, but... Very well. We'll go together. Okay, so that little green person, that's us. But we never actually fight. We're just, like, here for vibes. Over here. If you want to help Gray, I could use your advice. I'll protect you, so stay close to me. Lynn is blue. The enemies are red. There we go. I am green. Gray, you are green. Doesn't matter. We're gonna disappear in 1 second anyway. Okay, we're blue guys, they're red guys. That's it. Our job is to place the cursor on blue units. We place the cursor. That's our job. Okay, we're gonna put our cursor on Lynn. You can see why people who have played this game find this annoying. So, okay, so we can move Lynn. Yeah. We're gonna skip through some of this. So Lynn can move. You move your people around. So Lynn has a movement stat of 5, which is pretty standard. So most people move 5. So we're only allowed to move her here. That's where she goes. Okay, so we're gonna wait because we can't do anything else. Uh-oh, that bandit spotted me. He's coming this way. Okay, he couldn't get any closer because he can also only move 5. Okay, so we're gonna beat up a bandit. Okay, so we have to be right next to him. We have a range of 1. That's as far as we can go. Okay, now we're gonna beat up a bandit. Okay, so when you go to attack somebody, you choose what weapon that you're holding that you attack them with. So we got a sword. And then this is so you're gonna see this little pop-up thing a lot. This is like what you confirm right before you get to attack. So Lynn has 16 HP, Bandit has 20. The MT stands for amount, and so we're gonna do 7, and we're gonna attack twice because Lynn is really fast. She's not very strong, but she's really fast. So as long as you are a little bit faster than the other guy, you get to attack twice. And so we'll attack, then they'll attack, then we'll attack again. So we're gonna do 7 each time, they're gonna do 10. So the hit rate, I'll explain a little more later, but basically we're gonna hit. We got a 100% chance. Their hit is 39, so pretty likely it'll miss, but you never know. And then there's also a 3% chance we get a critical, which is just triple damage. So we're gonna do it. So here's actual fighting. Okay, so that's it. That was a fight. And we got experience. That was what that little bit at the end was. So that ended our turn. Now he's gonna counterattack. And of course he hit us at a 39% chance. But we killed him. Cool. So we get some spirits. You know, real basic, real nice. While we're in the attack screen, I can't, like, control anything. I can just decide to initiate combat or not. That's all. Okay, so she got hurt. We're gonna use an item. We're gonna learn what a Jer is. Many nomads live in huts like those. Okay, so we're gonna move over. And so the healing items in this game are vulneraries, and which we have 2 of, and they heal 10 health. Cool. So that boss isn't attacking us because bosses don't usually move. Usually, but not always. For most maps, the way that you win is you like seize a throne or like an important place. So in this case, it's the entrance to that Jer, I guess. And so he's not going to move because we could just move to where the spot would be and then seize it and then we would win. It's kind of dumb, but that's the victory condition. So we got to fight him. And we don't really have any options because it's a tutorial, but this is how it's going to look. And this is Battle. This is Battle of the Beast. Who do you think you are? You think you can stand up to Battle of the Beast? Well, apparently. Okay, so we have to not die, and this is not really a great option, but the tutorial is making me do it. He's tough, apparently. It all comes down to this next blow, which we can talk about, because talking is a free action. If I fall, I want you to flee. You must escape. If you're doing this in hard mode, it is technically possible to die in the tutorial, but, like, if you don't do a stupid thing, it's pretty hard to do. This is all scripted, which is why we're allowed to do the stupid thing. Okay, so that was a critical hit. What? How did you? Because scripted. Okay, so now we're gonna level up. Okay, that was a really good level. That's kind of randomized. We'll talk about that. That was close. Yes, because we did a dumb thing, but it was scripted. I'll need to be stronger if I'm going to survive. Strong enough that no one can defeat me. Okay, experience, blah 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 blah. It's time to bring this chapter to a close. Okay, so how you win most of the time is... So let me go to the status screen. So, objective, seize the gate. So most of the chapters you win by seizing whatever the place was. But usually the boss is standing on the thing you want to seize. So you gotta be a boss. So I'm not gonna bother healing, because you don't have to worry about that. You get healed between chapters. So all you gotta do is seize. So that's it, we win. Good work, let's go home. Good work, everybody. Good work following the script that we weren't allowed to deviate from. Are you awake yet? That fight yesterday must have taken a lot out of you. Say, I want to talk to you about something. You have some experience in the ways of war, I can see. Would you allow me to travel with you? What? You want me to get permission from my parents? She's like, probably like 16 is my guess. 17 maybe. My mother and my father died 6 months ago. My people, the Lorca, they don't... I'm the last of my tribe. Bandits attacked and they killed so many people. The tribe was scattered. My father was our chieftain and I wanted to protect her people. But I'm so young and our people were old-fashioned. They wouldn't follow a woman. No one would follow me. Sniff, I'm sorry. I've been alone for so long. No, no more. I will shed no more tears. But I will say a lot of ellipses. Thank you. I'm better now. Gray, I want to become stronger so that I may avenge my father's death. Yesterday's battle taught me something. I won't become stronger by sitting here alone. Gray, tell me you'll train me, that you'll let me travel with you. You will? That's wonderful! Thank you, oh thank you! We'll be better off working together, I know it. You'll be my master strategist, and I'll be your peerless warrior. We can do it, right? What is it? Unclear. Okay, so blah 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 blah, tutorial stuff. Nothing. Okay. So anyway, that's the prologue. Like I said, that's all scripted, but you gotta get through it. If I was playing in hard mode, then none of the tutorial stuff would be appearing. But, you know, whatever. The apprentice tactician Gray and the young sword fighter Lin. A strange pair on an even stranger journey. To prepare for the long road ahead, they go to Bulgar, the commercial center of Sakai. Unbeknownst to Lin, she will discover something that will alter her life forever. Good, because so far, there's very little plot. Like I mentioned, Fire Emblem 6, Roy's game, was set in this same universe, because it's following the kid of, like, one of the main characters of this game. So, a lot of the... So it's the same setting, right? But I like that this game kind of allows you to explore parts of the setting you don't really get to see very much of in that game. So, like the Land of Sakai, for one. I guess there's one optional route you can take in Fire Emblem 6 that takes you through there. When I was a kid, so this game came out when I was like, I want to say like 12, I don't know, about those parts. I used to think that the Sakaians were based on like American natives, because, you know, that was the only context I have, but actually they're supposed to be based around, like, Mongolian nomads, and so Bulgar is based around, like, Bulgaria. So I find it pretty interesting. The biggest city in all of Sakai. We should purchase supplies for a journey. Oh my heart, what a dazzling vision of loveliness! Okay, so this fucking guy. Wait, oh beauteous one! Would you not favor me with your name? Or better yet, your company? Where are you from, Sir Knight, that you speak so freely to a stranger? Ha! I thought you'd never ask! I am from Lycia. I hail from the Kalin Canton, home to men of passion and fire. Shouldn't that be home to callow oafs with loose tongues? Ooh, you're even lovely when you're cruel. Let's go, Gray. I've nothing more to say. Wait, please! Zane, hold your tongue. Ah, Kent, my boon companion, why so severe in expression? If your manner were more serious, I wouldn't have to be so severe. You still have a mission to complete, Zane. I know that, but how could I remain silent in the presence of such beauty? It would have been discourteous. So he's down bad. Zane's just down bad for every woman. He has a crush on every girl. What know you of courtesy? Excuse me, you're blocking the road. If you'd be so kind as to move your horses. Of course, my apologies. Thank you, you at least seem honorable enough. Pardon me, but I feel we've met somewhere before. I beg your pardon? Hey, no fair, Kent, I saw her first. Seems there are no decent men among Lycia's knights. It's really just Zane. Zane sucks. Let's go, Gray, I've run out of patience. Wait, please, it's not like that. Zane, you lout. Huh? Not like that. I thought you were... I am not you. Come, we must follow her. I suspect she might be... Be what? She's our mission? You're joking. Wait. So yeah, so these are some of our guys. Run! We're being pursued! Could it be those knights from town? No, it's not them. These men are out for blood. Oh, we got some guys. Heh, aren't you the pretty one? Your name is Lindis, is it not? What did you call me? Who are you? Such a waste, an absolute waste. The things I'll do for gold. Ah well, time to die, darling. Come on out, boys. This is one of those games, it's very, like, JoJo-esque in a way that, like, it's very clear visually who the good guys and the bad guys are. So we're gonna fight some people. Finally caught up. Hold, you there, what is your business? Such numbers against a girl? Cowards, every one of you! You're from... We can discuss that later. It appears these ruffians mean to do you harm. If it's a fight they want, let them look to me. Stand back, I'll take care of this. No, this is my fight, stay out of our way. Well, I can't just stand here and do nothing. I have a solution. You there, command us. I don't know who you are, I have no way of knowing that you're a tactician, but I decided. I am Kent, a knight of Lycia. My companion is safe. Who will follow your orders in this battle. Is this acceptable, my lady? Yes, it is. Gray and I will lead. Let's go. You are called Gray? I want to impress my beauteous one. Let me attack first. Okay, so we got more blue guys. So Lynn is not the only playable character. Thank God. We get a bunch of guys. Milady. Yeah, Zane is Milady the guy. So as it is saying, if somebody dies, they're big dead. They're big dead. They do not come back. So we're shoehorned into a little bit more tutorial stuff for a moment, but then at the end we'll kind of get to do it. Attack! Move me to a space next to my foe. So notice, by the way, that I can move farther with Zane. I can move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. Or squares, whatever. Tiles. Squares, whatever. That's because he's on a horse. Horses are good because they can move a little more. So, you know, he can move 7. On the downside, horses are slowed down by forests, and so they take, like, extra movement to get through a forest. So, you know, there are upsides and downsides. Some people really like Cavaliers, which is their class. I'm kinda about them. They're useful, but... Okay, so we're gonna attack this guy. Great job. Great job. Just excellent job. Well done. I missed? Thane, why aren't you using your sword? The lance is more heroic. A knight should look heroic, don't you think? You're hopeless. If you don't take fighting more seriously, you're gonna find yourself on the end of a blade. Truth be told, I forgot to buy a sword. Forgot, or were you simply too busy dallying with the ladies? Don't be so mad. I'll be fine with a lance. I'm that good. I prefer to rely on your skill, not your empty bragging. Take my spare blade and use it to attack next time. Are you sure? My thanks, Cat. You're almost more trouble than you're worth. Almost. Okay, so now he has a sword. So, cavaliers, the guys on the knights, the guys on the horses, can use both swords and lances, which you will see why that's good in a second. Because of this thing called the weapon triangle, which is basically rock, paper, scissors, but for pointy things. So, swords beat swords beat axes beat lances beat swords. So, in terms of actual stats, let me think. I want to say, in this, it changes a little from game to game. So I think, if you have weapon triangle advantage, you do 1 more damage and you take 1 less damage. And I think you are 15% more accurate, and then they're 15% less accurate. So we're going to use a sword because all these guys have axes. So you'll notice that this is 100% chance to hit. So this part with Kent and Sane is very, like, Goofus and Gallant. Like, this idiot does this, Kent does this. So thankfully they don't, like, do that the whole game or anything. So, okay, so we go beat this guy up with Lynn. It's also useful for us to attack in a forest. I don't know if you noticed. I think there's a little menu that goes around. You'll probably see it in a second. We gotta move. Oh, we gotta do more tutorial stuff. Great, give me another chance! Okay, so we gotta use him. So, do you see where it says, like, plane 0-0 in the corner? And then if I move to forest, then in the forest, I take 1 less damage, and my avoid chance goes up by 20. So, it helps to, you know, take terrain into account. Okay, we have to be sane. We're gonna use a sword now. Okay, great job. Nothing happened. Oh, I think it's about to... Oops, I skipped through it, but I don't feel bad because it's too much tutorial. I think that's when it explained the whole forest thing, so that's why we missed. Okay, now we gotta beat Kent. Let's use my sword to attack. I like how they're like, yeah, we'll take your orders, tactician person. And then they're like, actually, I choose everything. Okay, so now we get to do things. Okay, so we're gonna go stand in the forest. Sorry I'm not, like, reading all of the dialogue out loud. I will all the, like, cutscene stuff for sure, but, like, the tutorial stuff is not important. It's just like, let's go stand in the woods! Okay, great. Your name is Sane, right? Yes, Sane, the gallant man of Kaelin, that's me. If you insist, why have you not healed yourself? Huh? Hey, I've been injured? What a cat I am! To wrinkle that perfect brow of yours with worry for me? I was thinking of giving you a vulnerary, but it looks like you're fine, so never you mind. No, wait, I'll take it! Please, I'll take it! He needs the gamer girl bathwater. To give away an item, use the trade command. Okay, so, yes, we can trade items. Where's Sane? Okay, so we gotta go up to her, do a tradesies. I'm gonna give him the vulnerary with only 2 uses left. Yes, I know how to move the controller pad. I'm gonna give him the vulnerary with only 2 left because Lynn's basically made of paper, so I want her to be able to heal a little more. Okay, so now we can use it. Okay, cool. It's a little too much to heal after, like, every hit. It kind of depends. Okay, whatever. Cavaliers can, like, move after they do stuff. Not after they attack. In most Fire Emblem games, even after they attack, Cavaliers and, like, mounted units in general can still move. In this game, for whatever reason, they can't. Whenever you attack, you just sit there. But so, ooh, I can move one more square, so cool, good for us. Okay, so our goal this chapter is to beat everyone. That's the other most common way to do things. Okay, so now they let go of our hand. We can just do things. So I'm gonna leave Lynn Park there because woods. What are you holding? So there's a stat page. We'll talk about this later on. It's a little overwhelming the first time you see it, but we'll kind of explain some stuff. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so now we're gonna get attacked by that guy. He's probably gonna miss. Nope, he hit a 16 chance. Welcome to Fire Emblem, everybody. He hit a 16 chance. It's especially bad when you realize... Okay, so let me tell you another thing. In most of the Fire Emblem games, like all of them other than the first 5, I think, so whenever it calculates your hit percentage, so that's the hit, H-I-T, it's kind of lying to you that that's not really the percentages, because it actually sort of rolls, it like checks for a random number twice, and then it averages the two. And so a 16% chance to hit is actually like a 5% chance to hit, which is why I'm really mad. But welcome to Fire Emblem. So, good news is I think we can hit him. So now it doesn't really matter that he can attack us because we're gonna attack first. We're gonna do 8. We're guaranteed to hit, so we're good. Okay, cool. By the way, this is a very common staple in Fire Emblem game to, like, early on get 2 Cavaliers, one of whom is red, one of whom is green, so the Christmas Cavaliers. Usually one of them is, like, faster and more skilled, and so, like, more likely to hit, and then the other one is stronger and maybe a little tankier. I forget which is usually which. In this game, I want to say Sane is the stronger one, and Kent is the more accurate, faster one. Yeah, but only by like a little bit. So, they're pretty similar in stats because they're the same class. But, that's the difference between them. So, you don't really have to raise both. For this part of the game, you kind of just, have to use the units you're given. But later on, we'll have a lot more options over who we want to, like, raise. So for now, I'm just gonna kind of, vibe. So I'm gonna put, let's see. Okay, so here's this guy's range. So I'm gonna set Sane here, because it's better to, like, wait in a forest. And he's holding a sword, because swords beat axes. Kent, you can just vibe over here, whatever. Okay. Okay, so that didn't really do very much damage, so I'm probably not going to heal it, because I do not care. Which, one thing you might have noticed is, like, how well you do in battle determines how much experience you get. So, like, if nothing happens, everyone misses, you get, like, 1 XP. So, not a big deal. But if you kill, then you get more HP. So, like, it's usually a good idea to kill a boss with a unit that you want, like, a whole bunch of experience. So let's see. Let me give Kent a kill, because I feel like... Oh, just kidding. Kent will do 9 and not 10. Sane's the stronger one, right? Yeah, so, okay, so I'm gonna have Sane get the kill just because he can get it. I could have, like, moved Lynn over, but I don't think she'd get there in time. Okay, so he got a decent chunk of experience there. I might attack him with Lynn. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get everyone over there. He's not gonna move. Bosses, it's a rarity for bosses to move. Some of them do, and sometimes it's a very unpleasant surprise. The game music might be a smidge louder than you. Okay, let me move that down. Okay. It also got very fanfare-y, so that maybe doesn't help. How's it now? You like it? Do you like the balance? Is it good? Okay, cool. Yeah. Let me know if, like, you know, stuff needs adjusted later. So yeah, it also, like, whenever there's, like, one unit left, the music usually changes. Okay, cannot get Lynn there in time. Not this turn. Let's move Kent over and, like, start doing a little damage. Sane would also not be a bad idea. Let's see. It doesn't really matter. Let's give it to Kent. Why not? Sane just did a thing, so Kent can do a thing. So it would usually be a bad idea to attack the boss first if he would do a lot of damage to me. But he can only do 8 to me, so even if he hits this round and on the enemy turn, he'd only do 16, and I have 20 health. So that's fine. I'm not worried. Accursed knights, always tampering in others' affairs. I mean, true. These guys just kind of showed up. Alright, I'm gonna leave Sane out of it for now. I'm gonna let Kent get some experience. Okay, so we dented him for sure. We might want to kill him with Lynn, just to get that sweet, sweet level. Let's see, how much damage